Okay, I think I am audible and visible both. Okay, now let's start. Okay, hello friends. How are you? I think you all fine. So today in this session, I'm going to explain you the second unit of first block, and the name of that unit is product life cycle. Okay, so now let's start. So as you can see on your screen, the first graph there it is given that here product life cycle. So product life cycle means how products life stage means different stages of a product here we will consider. So in the life of a product there are particularly four stages. The first one, that is introduction stage. Okay, first let me choose something so that I can draw. So here you have the introduction stage. So second one you have the growth stage, the third one you have maturity stage, and the fourth one you have decline stage. Okay, so along horizontal axis, that is the time. So in the beginning you have introduction, then after growth, then after maturity, and then after decline. And along y-axis you have sales and profit. So now you see this graph here, it is showing the sales. So how sales varies with the time, and this one it shows the profit. So with the you can say with different stage of product, how profit change. Okay, how profits change. So here the first one given the introduction. So what happens in the introduction? So introduction is slow sales growth, and sales growth is very slow. Profits are non-existent, means approximately there is no profit because of heavy expenses of product introduction. Because in the introduction stage there it is a huge investment, so that's why there it is no or almost no profit in the introduction stage. Then after second you have, so this one it was introduction, then the second one you have the growth stage. So in the growth stage there is rapid product acceptance and substantial profit improvement. It means customers start to accept the product in the growth stage. So that's why here written rapid product acceptance and substantial profit. And if customers are you can say accepting the product, it means that there will be increase in the profit. Third stage, that is the maturity stage. So in the maturity stage there it is slowdown in sales growth, slowdown in the sales growth. So in the growth stage people were accepting the product, means they were demanding more product because they started liking the product. Okay, but in the maturity stage, so that growth it starts to decline. Okay, so that's why here given a slowdown in sales growth as product has achieved acceptance by most potential buyers. It means in the maturity stage almost all customers have already uh, took the product or bought the product. So that's why there is not much more you know customers are available to buy more products. So that's why, so whatever number of customers were demanding the products, they already have, or you can say they are that much customers are demanding now, not more than that customer demanding the product. For example, if 100 customers were demanding earlier in the growth stage, so the in the maturity stage, so 100 will remain as it is intact, or approximately around 100. Means the number of customers will not increase who demand the product. Then you have the declined stage. Declined stage means downward drift and profit erode. Downward drift means the demand of the product that drops, and the profit also erodes, because profit that is directly related to the demand. If there is more demand, so more customers will buy, and more profit will be gained by the company. So that's here. And the reasons of decline may be due to the customer preferences, means customer started to like other kind of products, not the products offered by the company. Or it may be due to the product technology of the product has been changed, and other environmental forces, because the demand of any product depends on many factors, like technology, means technology of the product, or any other environmental forces which are present. So those forces also affect the demand of the product. So that's why here in the decline stage there is downward drift and profit erode. Okay. And here one point, here it is written, the products may not follow this linear sequence. So in this linear sequence, first given introduction, then growth, then maturity, and then after you have the decline. Okay, so four stages are there. So it may be possible that a product may not follow this sequence, so of introduction, growth, maturity, and then decline. Okay. Then you have next, operationalizing the product life cycle. So operationalizing the product life cycle means how product life cycle used to happen, or how we make the product, and how we follow the pattern, okay, of the product. So here in order to utilize, written here, now you see here I'm reading. So in order to utilize the product life cycle effectively, determine the position of product in its life cycle. Okay, in order to utilize the product life cycle effectively, so here given utilize, so in what sense it is saying that utilize the product life cycle effectively? So utilizing product life cycle effectively means at whatever stage the product is, according to that decision should be made. For example, if any product is in the introduction stage, so according to that stage decisions should be made by the company or by the managers, so that that product can go to growth stage, so that will improve, or you can say that it will increase the profit for the company. And in the same way, if it is in the maturity stage, then some decisions should be taken, to differentiate the product, so that kind of decisions should be made. If those decisions are not made according to the product life cycle, then the consequence, it may be hazardous, or it may be not profitable for the company, and the company may go into the loss also. First given, determining the position of the product life cycle, that there it was. First, decide upon the unit of analysis. So the first thing here given, operationalizing the product life cycle, that is deciding upon the unit of analysis. So which unit to analyze? It means what kind of product you want to analyze in the company, so that that it will be beneficial for the company. So here given, deciding upon the unit of analysis. So which unit of the product you want to analyze? Then you have, as the actual curve of the product life cycle may differ. Okay, so here given, actual curve of the product life cycle may differ from one product to another product. So that's why it is very important for us to consider which unit of product you want to analyze. Second given, definition of relevant market. Definition of relevant market means in which market you want to analyze the product, because products are for any particular market, and if we do not know the kind of market in which the products are being offered, then we cannot analyze the product, if in a better way. So that's why we should define the relevant market in which the products are being introduced. Third given, identification of the product stage in the product life cycle. Okay, third means we have to identify the product stage. It means in which stage the product is right now. So on the basis of that, that's why earlier also I said that if we know that in which stage of the product life cycle the product is, uh, then we can take better decisions, and that it will help us out to get more profit. Okay, so three given. First, decide upon the unit of analysis, means which unit, or we can say what kind of product you want to analyze. The second given, define the relevant market, in which market the product is being or you can say has been offered. So first, the unit means the product, second it is the market, and the third one it is the stage of the product in the product life cycle. So by these three steps, we can operationalize the product life cycle of the product. Then next you have product life cycle as a guideline for marketing strategy. Okay, so here given product life cycle as a guideline for marketing strategy. So when we make a marketing strategy, then we consider many things. Many factors are responsible for the success of any product. So that's why here marketing strategy is very important for the success of any kind of product. Here a given product life cycle as a guideline. Product life cycle as a guideline. So according to the product life cycle stage, we should take decisions related to marketing strategy. So here first given advertising. So advertising is also a marketing strategy. So in case of advertising, how we take decision means what kind of strategy we should choose in advertising. Okay, when we are in different stages of product life cycle. So the first thing that is given, introductory stage. So in the introductory stage of the product, what we do, advertising informs customer. Okay, so what kind of advertising should be? It should be to inform customers about the existence, advantage and uses of new product. Okay, in the introductory stage of the product, advertising should focus on informing customers about the existence, advantage and uses of new products. In the growth stage, advertising should stress the merits of the products, or what are advantages are there. Here also you can say advantage also, or the merits means the benefits which the customers will get by using the product. Then third you have maturity stage. In maturity stage, advertising should focus to create impression of the product differentiation. It means how the product it is different from other products available in the market. And in the declined stage of the product, advertising should focus on the percentage of sales going into that. Means here the percentage of sales going into the advertising decreases. Okay, so the strategy should be to decrease the percentage of sales going into the advertising. Okay, so why? Because there is need in the decline stage, there is a need for the change or product modification. So that's why doing more advertising is not going to benefit the product. So that's why there is need for decrease in the percentage of advertising budget in the declined stage. So that's what given there. Then the second one, product changes. So the first strategy, marketing strategy first marketing strategy that is given here, that is advertising. The second marketing strategy that is given here, product changes. Okay, product changes means whether to change the product or not, whether to change the quality, quantity, price, means many things we consider when we want to change the product. So here in the introduction stage, new product, okay, means new product, it is being offered into the market. So that's it. In the growth stage of the product modification is required. In the maturity stage, modification and differentiation of product is required. Modification and differentiation. And in the decline stage, product diversification is required. Now, next here, the pricing. The pricing according to the acceptance and the competitiveness of the product. Pricing should be based on the acceptance and the competitiveness of the product. So uh, that's here. Then you have fourth, distribution. Introductory. Distribution given fourth number now, so that in the introductory stage distribution is slow as channels are still being set up. In the maturity stage, the retail outlets are first to suffer from changes in consumer purchase patterns. Okay, because when new products are being launched, then many different channels are used, and different channels are used to distribute the product. So that's why in the beginning it requires more resource and more time. So that's why here written distribution. Here written distribution is slow as channels are still being set up. Then you have critique of the product life cycle concept. Okay, critic means here, so product criticization or criticism. This model has, okay, the first one given, now you can see on your screen, that is PLC patterns are too variable in shape and duration to be generalized. So PLC pattern means the PLC means product life cycle pattern of one product may be quite different from the other product. So that's why one pattern cannot be generalized for all. So that is the first criticism. Second, given difficult to know the stage of the product. So it is very difficult to know the exact stage of the product, or you can say in which stage the product is. That is very difficult to know. And third one given, with passage of time, markets evolve due to new needs, competitors, technology, channels, etc. So product life cycle means, so during different stages of the products, it may be possible that there is change in the market. Okay, or you can say market evolve. So why markets evolve? Due to new needs. Customer may need something different than what they were actually needed earlier. So that's given. The second one, that is competitors. Competitors may enter into the market. So that's why there is requirement for the change of the product. And then technology, then channel. Technology may also change, or technology may also affect the way or the type of products customers demand. So here, so due to this criticism, means we cannot generalize, or you can say due to these reasons we cannot generalize the same. So first given means one product PLC may be different from the other. The second, it is very difficult to know the exact stage of the product. Third one, that is with the passage of time markets evolve. So that's why uh, we cannot take granted that product will go from introduction to growth to maturity to decline. It may be possible during any of this phase or you can say any one of these stages, there is change in the market. Diffusion of innovation theory. Diffusion of innovation theory. What is this diffusion of innovation theory? Over time, an idea or product gains momentum and diffuse through a specific population or social system. Here again, over time, an idea or product gains momentum. So, if any product that is being launched into the market, then that product's acceptance increases with the passage of time, and that's why here given, and diffuse through a specific population. Diffuse or spreads through a specific population or social system. Early adopters have different characteristics than who adopt an innovation later. Okay, means those people who are early adopters of new products have different characteristic compared to those people who are late adopters of new products which are available in the market. So five established adopter categories are given. So first, innovators. So innovators are the first to try the innovation, little to do to appeal. Means there is no need to appeal those innovators. They are the first people who try the innovation or who try the new kind of product into the market. Second, given early adopters. Early adopters represent opinion leaders. How to manuals and information sheets are appealing. Means if information. Okay, now early adopters here represent opinion leaders. Okay, early adopters represent opinion leaders, and if they have how to know, means how to manuals and information sheets, then they are more likely to use the product. Okay. So next you have early majority. Early majority means that they are not leaders, but they adopt before the average person, and they use success stories to appeal. Means we can use success stories to appeal those early majority people who are going to use the product. Then the fourth one, they are given let majority. So let majority are skeptical of change. Okay, means they are not motivated. They are skeptical of changes. So to appeal those people to use the product, what we can do, by how many other people have tried. So they are motivated to by taking look of other people, whether other people are using or not. If other people are using the product, then they also try to use the product. And if others if very less number of people are using, then in that case they generally do not try to use the product. So that is the characteristic of late majority. Then the fifth one, you have the laggards. Laggards, these people are bound by tradition and very conservative. Okay, laggards are um, bound by tradition. So they are bound by tradition and very conservative. They do not want to change. They want to remain in the past. They used to live in a way the early people used to live, so they do not generally want to change. Then you have next five main factors that influence adoption of an innovation. So what are those five factors which affect the adoption of innovation? The first one, that is relative advantage. So relative advantage meaning, so here we can think of like that. if we use any product, if we use any product, and by using the new product, whether we get more benefits or not, okay, or you can say whether using new product we get more advantage or not. So that is the first reason. The second, it is compatibility. So whether the new product, compatible means whether the new product introduced into the market is compatible with the previous product or not. So if it is more compatible, in that case, people will people will not hesitate to try the new kind of product. And if there is compatibility, then whatever for whatever purpose earlier products were being used, the new introduced products can also be used for those purposes. So that's why here, the product should be compatible. If more compatible, then people will be at more ease to use new product. Complexity. So complexity also influence the adoption of innovation, because if any innovation is complex, then people will hesitate or resist resist for changes, because complexity makes people to fear, because to understand the complexity of the innovation makes them not to use the new kind of product. And then you have the trialability. So whether people can use a new product, or you can say whether they can try the innovation or not in easy way. If it is very easy to try the new innovation, then in that case people will try to use. And if they are not being at ease, for using the innovation, then they will hesitate to adopt the new innovation. Then observability means whether it is possible to observe the innovation or not. If it is observable, or you can say whether we can observe in a better way, then it is more easy to adopt the new innovation. Okay, that's all about the product life cycle. So thank you all. If any kind of question you have into your mind, then you can put in the comment section.